What does the day in the life of Stuart Turville look like in the lab and your team?
In my team, it's a long day. It has been a long day for the last for greater than 12 months now. So essentially, I've got a small team, but my team is building, which is great. So essentially what happened at the beginning of all this, we had to use existing funding. We had to use existing bodies. We're all very good at what we do, we're all very productive, but we're only a small team until we can get more funding to bring on more hands. So my previous day job was in the office, mentoring, writing, helping, and I guess you could say I was an office beast. But the pandemic pulled me out of the office again and got me back in the lab with arguably my two lead postdocs. So that would be Alberto and Anu, who without their help, we wouldn't be doing the work we're doing. So the three of us would start the day. So generally I start the day about 8, doing teleconferences like Zoom, because that's the only time I can meet. And then we're in the lab at about 9, masked up, Tyvek suits, our positively displaced respirators, really hunkered down over PC3, which is kind of a very safe and peaceful place. No one can call you. People can email you if you choose to look at the computers in there. But in general, it's a place where you can concentrate on working safely with the virus, and that's really important. It's a very, very secure lab, and it has a very, very tight team that are highly trained. So that's really important about working in that space. And I feel very safe, and my team and the team that works in there feels very safe, which is really important. So generally we will spend, depending on the day, we might run, so on a busy week, the team might screen, say, 7,000 reactions, and they can do that. Generally a team of 4 of us, we do that, and we do that for the Red Cross Blood Bank for national serum screens, also for collaborators, people that are generating novel therapeutics, monoclonal antibodies, people that are doing vaccine studies in animals. We're studying vaccine cohorts. So there's a lot of stakeholders that we're reporting to. And so what the 3 of us, or the 4 of us that generally work in that lab for about 6 to 7 hours, we've learned to do things highly productively and in very large numbers. Get machines to do the work for us, get the machines to do scoring for us. So we leverage as much as we can, so we can do a lot with as little hands as possible. So generally that'll finish at about 4. My guys, sometimes they'll be working till 7. I've got to go home, I'll feed my kids, and then I'll essentially, with my lovely wife, Fabienne Brillo, she works out at Westmead, we're working on projects together. And then once the kids are in bed, then we write grants. I think the good news is that with all of the grant writing that we've been doing, and with the productivity of those really immensely, hard-working team of largely Alberto and Anu, and also people like Vanilla and Christina, who, with the help of that core team that's very small, we've been able to generate a lot of data, help a lot of stakeholders, and that's brought in funding. And that means we can buy more hands, which is really important. And in that context, it means we can kind of have a relief kind of cruise. So now we can get back into more of a marathon where we can rotate rosters. So instead of the 4 core people doing that job, we can rotate to another group of 4 people. I can get back in the office and get back to seeing my kids and having a family life and having a life in general. But that's a pandemic, right? You have to start the ground running, and then you catch up, and then it becomes a marathon. And now we're in the marathon leg. We have to, and I think it's important that we still contribute, because I think I hope the virus doesn't hold anything up its sleeve in the future. I think vaccines are really important, that'll stop the momentum of the virus. But we've noticed this virus can turn on a dime and really surprise us. It surprised us in 2020 with the variants. And it's really important that the likes of my team and others, we keep a very, very close eye on it. And that's really our job at the end of the day.